Imagine going to purchase a washing machine and then discovering that the company you're considering purchasing from doesn't have a website. You'd wonder if they were legit, right? In this day and age, if you want to be seen as a professional author, then you need to have a website. The ideal is obviously to hire a professional like me, wink wink, but what do you do if you don't have the funds to have a website professionally designed? Fear not, because I am bringing you this series where I'm going to teach you how to create your own author website step by step from scratch. In this episode, we're going to be going over choosing where to actually build your website, hosting and getting your own URL. In the next episode, we're talking branding and making your site look pretty. Then we're covering what to actually put on your author website, and finally we're going to be going over setting up your own newsletter. I've also created a free author website workbook which I highly recommend you download to help you on this journey. You can get it down below or around here somewhere. So the first question you're going to be faced with when building your website is, where the heck should I build it? There are many options out there, and a lot of them will boast the ability to create a free website, but let me just crush your dreams right here, right now. There is no such thing as a free website, not a professional one at least.
Do you want me to cry? Is that what you want? Do you want to see me cry?
If you go for a free option, then you'll A, not have the ability to create your own custom URL, which looks unprofessional, and B, you'll have ads plastered across your website, which looks, you guessed it, unprofessional. But the good news is building a website does not have to be expensive. As I said, there are many options out there for creating your website, but I'm going to be going over the ones that I have personal experience with and that seem to be the most popular amongst the website building community, and that is WordPress and Wix. That's wordpress.org, self-hosted, not wordpress.com. WordPress.com is a blogging platform and it ain't good. Now, just as a disclaimer here, there was a time when lots of website designers turned their nose up at Wix because it wasn't very good at things like getting your site found on Google. But Wix has dramatically improved their service over the past year or so, and while some people will tell you differently, I personally find Wix to be a perfectly viable option for anyone looking to build a website. So let's take a look at the pros and cons of each platform. Wix is super user-friendly and intuitive. Everything is taken care of within Wix. Your hosting, your domain, your website builder is all done within Wix itself. It has a drag and drop builder, which again makes it very easy to get the website looking exactly how you want it to, and it's got really good customer support. It is, however, the more expensive option. As of this date, February 2020, to add a custom domain and remove ads, you'll be paying £6 per month, or $13 in the US. It's also more limited than WordPress in the things you can do. While Wix does allow for embedding third-party content and they are constantly improving their app store, you might find that you're a little bit limited if you want to add something like, say, a store to your website later on down the road. WordPress.org self-hosted is what the majority of website designers will use, and therefore it is a little bit less user-friendly than something like Wix. You will need to purchase your hosting and your domain name separately, and then the process of linking them up can be a little bit intimidating if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't have someone like me to show you how to do it. However, it is far superior to Wix in terms of things that you can actually add to your site. Unlike Wix, where they've got an actual team who develop all the things you can add to the site, anyone can create a plugin for WordPress, and that means that there are literally thousands of options out there for things that you could potentially add to your site. If you want to open an online store, WooCommerce works perfectly with WordPress, and it is much better than the online store that you can get with Wix. It's also the cheaper option. WordPress.org itself is actually free. The thing you'll be paying for is the hosting and the URL, which, depending on where you go and depending on how much you shop around, you'll be looking at paying about half the price that you would if you were to go for Wix. Now, this price can increase if you want to go for a premium template, but there are hundreds, if not thousands, of beautiful free templates that you can use, which we will be going over in the next episode. So now you've decided what you're going to use, time to set up your website. If you've decided to go for Wix, then you can stop watching this video, go on over to the Wix website and follow their instructions. Just be sure to come back next week so you can find out how to make your site look really good. If you've chosen to go for WordPress, here's what you've got to do. First, you need to decide on your hosting company. It's worth looking around and trying to find out where you can get the best deal, but the company that I use and recommend is Bluehost. Bluehost's basic plan is £2.23 plus VAT per month for your first 36 months, and it also includes a year's free domain. To set it up, just go to the Bluehost website, select WordPress hosting and scroll down to select the basic plan. You'll then be presented with a screen to create your new domain, which is the address you type into the URL bar. Mine is www.beckaday.com, or you can link one up that you've already purchased through a provider like GoDaddy. I'm going to assume you haven't got one yet, so go to create a new domain and type in what you would like it to be. I'd highly recommend using your name and not your book's title. If you go for your book's title, then you're going to have to purchase a new domain name for every single book you write, which is going to be both expensive and confusing. If your name is already taken, you could try adding author either before or after your name, but try and keep it as simple as possible. Remember, if someone's searching for you, they're likely to just type in your name and put .com after it. Fill in your payment details, be sure to untick any optional add-ons that you don't want, you don't really need them, and then you'll be navigated to your Bluehost account. Once you're in your Bluehost account, head on over to My Sites, and then like magic, your site will be there with its shiny new domain name. Now at this stage, your site is not live. If you type in your domain name into the URL bar, you'll see a coming soon page. Before you can publish your site, you'll need to design it, which is what we're going to be going over in the next episode. So that's it, you officially have a website. Be sure to download the Author Website Workbook, which will help you to guide you through this process, and be sure to check back next week where we'll be making your website look oh so pretty. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time an episode airs. And my question of the week, which I would love to see you answer in the comments, is which provider will you be using to build your website? See you next week.